Good morning students, welcome to today's online class. So students, I hope all of you are making the most of the things that you are getting online. So we have no other option actually, because due to the extremely bad pandemic situation we have to continue this way for the coming few days. Maybe if God wishes, then if the situation improves again, we will start the offline regular classes in school, I mean. Okay, so till then we will continue like this. So exercise 3.3 we are doing. 3.3 number 3 will start. 2 is same. Okay, in big number 2 we have to solve the two equations. Solve the two equations. 2x plus 3y is equal to 11 and 2x minus 4y is equal to minus 24. Solve these two equations and put the values of x and y in the given equation. You will get the value of m. Okay, so number 1. So the difference between two numbers is 26. The difference between two numbers is 26 and one number is 3 times the other. Okay, two numbers are there. The difference between two numbers is 26 and one number is 3 times the other. So let one number be x. Let one number be x and the other number be y. Okay, so we will consider that x is greater than y here. So first condition, the difference between two numbers is 26. The difference between two numbers is 26. That means the difference between two numbers is 20. That means if you subtract the two numbers, you will get 26. So x minus y is equal to 26. X minus y is equal x minus y minus 26 is equal to 0. Mark it number 1. And second condition, one number is 3 times the other. One number is 3 times the other. That means x is equal to 3y. Okay, one number is 3 times the other. So one number is 3 times the other. Like 12 is 3 times of 4. 12 is 3 times of 4. Understood? 12 is 3 times of 4, because 12 is equal to 3 into 4, just like that. One number is 3 times the other. So x is equal to 3y. And first condition is the difference between the two numbers is 26. So that means x minus y is equal to 26, because difference between the two numbers means what? We have to subtract the two numbers. Understood? And one number is 3 times the other, so x is equal to 3y. And now you see students, now what we will do is, so substituting the value of x from 2 in 1. Substituting the value of x from 2 in 1. Okay. So in place of x, you will put the value of x. What is the value of x? 3y. Okay, for your better understanding, I will once write this equation. Value of y in 2. This is your answer. Okay, so 3.3, number 3, number 1. The difference between two numbers is 26. The difference between two numbers is 26 and one number is 3 times the other. Find them. So that means if you subtract the two numbers, let one number be x and the other number be, two numbers are there, no? One number is x and the other number is y. Here x is greater than y. And here they are saying that the difference between the two numbers is 26. That means students, if you subtract the two numbers, the answer will be 26. So that means x minus y, isn't it? The difference between two numbers means you have to subtract both the numbers. So x minus y is equal to 26. 26 I take to the left hand side, mark it number. 26 if I take it to the left hand side, then here 0 will remain, no? So mark it number 1. And second condition is like this: one number is 3 times the other. One number is 3 times the other. That means triple. One number is triple of the other number. So that means x is equal to 3y. I dot mark it number 2. Now substituting the value of x from 2 in 1. From 2 I will take the value of x. From 2 I will take the value of x and I will put here. Substitute means, as I said you before, in place of this x I will put this value of x. Okay, what is the value of x? 3y, no? In place of this x I will put. See, substituting the value of x from 2 in 1. So this one equation I wrote first, x minus y minus 26 is equal to 0. In place of this x, I wrote the value of x. What is the value of x? 3y. So I wrote here 3y. 3y minus y will be 2y. So 2y is minus 26 equal to 0. Minus 26 I will take to the other side, it will become plus 26. 2 is multiplied here. See here, 2 is multiplied here. So if I take it to the other side, it will get divided. So cancel 26 with 2, 13. So y is equal to 13. Putting the value of y in 2. This y's value, what is the value of y? 13. This y's value you will put in equation 2. Okay, here. So x is equal to 3y is there, no? In place of y you will put 13. X is equal to 3y, isn't it? What is the value of y? 13. Here I am putting, in place of y I am putting 13. So 3 into 13 will become 39. So one number is 39 and the other number is 13. Is it okay? So next students we will do two different kind of sums. Okay. Number 3 is number 5 letter 2. It is different kind of sum. Okay. A fraction becomes 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator. If 3 is added to both the numerator and the denominator, it becomes 5 by 6. These kind of questions are quite common in your board exams. Okay. So a fraction becomes 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator. A fraction is there, that fraction will become 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator. If 3 is added to both the numerator and the denominator, it becomes 5 by 6. Okay. So you have to find the fraction. So let us see students, let the solution, let us start. So let the fraction, let the numerator be x and the denominator be y. Therefore the fraction is equal to x by y. First condition students, first condition, a fraction becomes 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator. So if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator, if 2 is added, a fraction becomes 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator. 2 is added, fraction will become 9 by 11, isn't it? 9 by 11. So cross multiply, 11 x plus 2, 9 into y plus 2. So 11 into x will become 11x plus 22, 9y plus 18. And so 11x minus 9y, 22 minus 18. So 11x minus 9y, 4 is equal to 0. Mark it number 1. And second condition. Second condition is a fraction. If 3 is added to both the numerator and the denominator, it becomes. If 3 is added to both the numerator and the denominator, it becomes 5 by 6. Okay. Five by 6. 6 into 5 into 6 into x, 6x, 6 into x, 6x, 6 3s are 18. So what we'll do here, students, 6x 5y plus 15 minus 18, 5y minus 3, six. So substituting the value of x from 2 in 1, from 2 in 1, x is there, isn't it? Okay, wait. So students, a fraction becomes 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator. If 3 is added to both the numerator and the denominator, it becomes 5 by 6. So one fraction is there. So the question is saying like this: a fraction is there if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator. To the numerator also if you add 2 and to the denominator also if you add 2, the answer will be 9 by 11. And if 3 is added to both the numerator and the denominator, to the numerator also if you add 3 and to the denominator also if you add 3, the answer will be how much? 5 by 6. Okay, so let the numerator be x and the denominator be y, therefore the fraction is equal to x by y. First condition, if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator, if 2 is added to, first condition students, okay, this is the first condition. Two conditions, always in linear division 2 variable, you will always get two conditions. Okay, so in the first condition, if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator, so the numerator is x, denominator is y, isn't it? If 2 is added to the numerator also and denominator also, then the fraction will become 9 by 11. This is given in the question. So what I did, I just cross multiplied. 11 I cross multiplied this side, so 11 into x plus 2 and y plus 2 I cross multiplied this side, so 9 into y plus 2. So 11 into x will become 11x, 11 into 2 will become 22, 9 into y will be 9y and 9 into 2 will be 18. And what I did is 9y I brought to the left hand side, it will become minus 9y, 18 I brought to the left hand side, so 22 minus 18. 22 minus 18 is how much? 4. And 11x minus 9y plus 4 is equal to 0. Mark it number 1. Second condition students. Second condition, if 3 is added to both the numerator and the denominator. To the numerator also I am adding 3. I am adding 3 to both the numerator and the denominator. So to the numerator I am adding 3, to the denominator also I am adding 3. So the answer will be how much? 5 by 6. Now I cross multiply. This 6 you cross multiply this side, so it will become 6 into, see carefully, this 6 you cross multiply this side, so it will become 6 into x plus 3. This y plus 3 you cross multiply this side, so 5 into y plus 3. So 6 into x, see here, 6 into x will be 6x, 6 3s are 18. 5 into y will be 5y, 5 3s are 15. Now what I did is this 18 is here, 18 is added here, isn't it? This 18 is added here. If I take it to the other side, it will become minus, isn't it? Because this 18 is plus, no? If I take it to the other side, it will become minus. 15 minus 18 is how much? 3. And 6 is multiplied here. If I take it to the other side, it will get divided. So mark it number 2. Now substituting the value of x from 2 in 1. Okay, here this is the value of x, no? This value of x you will take from 2 and you will put it here in 1. Okay, so in place of this x, so this equation you see 11x minus 9y plus 4 is there, no? In place of this x you just put this value of x. Okay, in substitution method this is the one thing. From any one of these equations I have separated x. I have separated x from here. You can separate x from here also, or you can separate y also. Any one variable, either x or y you separate. I have separated x here, no? You can separate y also, and then you put the value of y in equation 1 like that. Okay, understood? Any one variable you separate. So substituting the value of x from equation 2, I have taken from equation 2 this value of x and I am putting it here in equation 1 in place of this x, isn't it? So in place of this x I am putting this value of x, 5y minus 3 by 6. So 11 into 5 will become 55, 11 into 3 will become 33. Below 9 by 1 is there, below 4 1 is there. 6, 1 and 1. 6, 1 and 1 LCM will be what? 6. So 6 if I divide by 6 one times, 1 into 55y minus 33 will become, this full number will be multiplied with 1, so that number will stay as it is. This this 6 if I divide by 1 6 times, LCM I am taking, okay? 6 if I divide by 1 6 times, so 6 9s are 54. This 6 if I divide by 1 6 times, so 6 4s are 24. So 55y minus 54y, this 55y minus 54y minus plus 24 minus 33, okay? So 55y minus 54y will become y, 1y, isn't it? 55 minus 54, how much? 55 minus 54 is 1, so 1y, and plus 24 minus 33, 24 minus 33, plus 24 minus 33 will be minus 9, take it to the other side, it will become plus 9. Now this value of y you just put here in place of y. Putting the value of y in equation 2. In place of this y, you just put the value of y. So what is the value of y? 9. In place of this y, you put 9. So 5 into 9, 45. 45 minus 3 is how much? 42. 42 you cancel with 6 7 times. So x is equal to 7. Therefore, x is 7 and y is 9. Therefore, the fraction, this is the last part, okay? Therefore, the fraction is equal to numerator by denominator. What is the numerator? 7. And denominator is 9. So the answer is 7 by 9. Okay? Next students, next let us see one more sum. Number 6. Okay. Number 6 I am talking about. So let us do this sum. So what is the question? 5 years hence. 5 years hence means after 5 years. The age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. 5 years ago, the age of Jacob was 7 times that of his son. What are their present ages? So let the present age of Jacob, let the present age of Jacob be X years, and the present age of his son be Y years. So first condition, 5 years hence, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. 5 years hence, that means after 5 years. After 5 years, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. Second condition, 5 years ago, 5 years ago, 5 years hence, seven times seven. So students, let us see this sum very carefully. 5 years hence, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. That means Jacob is there, Jacob's son is there. Then the present age of Jacob be x years and the present age of his son be y years. Okay. So 5 years hence. 5 years hence means after 5 years, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. So if the present age of a child is 10 years, what will be the age? What will be his age or her age after 5 years? 10 plus 5, that is 15. Understood? So if the present age of Jacob is x years, students, if the present age of Jacob is x years, what will be his age after 5 years? X plus 5. If the present age of his son is y years, what will be his age after 5 years? Y plus 5. So the present age of Jacob is x years and present age of Jacob's son is y years, isn't it? And in the question they said that after 5 years, that means 5 years hence, okay, Jacob's age will be 3 times that of his son. So after 5 years, Jacob's age, that is x plus 5, will be equal to 3 times that of his son's age after 5 years. So after 5 years, Jacob's son's age will be what? Y plus 5. So y 3 into, because 3 times. Understood? So 3 into y, 3y, and 3 5 is 15. 5 is here added. I will take to the other side, it will become minus. So 15 minus 5 is 10. Mark it number 1. X is equal to 3y plus 10. And second condition, students, 5 years ago, Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. 5 years before, that means 5 years ago. So second condition will be like this, students. If the Jacob's present age is x years, what will be his age before 5 years? X minus 5. If the present age of his son is y years, what will be his age before 5 years? Y minus 5. So before 5 years, students, 5 years ago, Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. So 5 years ago, Jacob's age is x minus 5, isn't it? Because now if someone's age is 15 years, what will be his age before 5 years? 15 minus 5, like that. So Jacob's age before 5 years is x minus 5, and in the question it is said that before 5 years, Jacob's age will be 7 times of his son. So that means 7 into what will be the Jacob's son's age before 5 years? Y minus 5. So that's why 7 into y minus 5. So 7 into y, 7y minus 7 5 is 35. So 7y is here. 7y is plus, no? 7y, if I bring it to the left hand side, 7y I am bringing to the left hand side, will become minus 7y. Minus 5 is there. Minus 35, if you bring it to the left hand side, will become plus 35. 35 minus 5 is how much? 30. Now substituting the value of x from 1 in 2. Take the value of x from 1. And put it here in 2. Okay, in place of this x. So substituting now, the previous questions I took the value from 2 and put it in 1. No, here I am taking from 1. So your wish, you can take from equation 1 also or 2 also. Okay. So that's why. See this equation I wrote x minus 7y plus 30. In place of this x, I will write this value 3y plus 10. Okay. So 3y minus 7y, I will write 3y minus 7y. See this 3y is there, minus 7y, 10 plus 30. 3y minus 7y will become how much? Minus 4y, isn't it? And 10 plus 30 is 40. 40 you take to the right hand side, will become minus 40. Minus 4 you just cross multiply, minus cancel, with this 4 you cancel 40 10 times. Okay. Now this value of y you just put in equation 1. Here in place of this y you just put the value of y. What is the value of y? 10. Here x is equal to 3y plus 10 is there, no? In place of y I have put 10. So 3 into 10 will become 30. 30 plus 10 will be 40. Therefore present age of Jacob is 40 years and present age of his son is 10 years. So now let us check these two conditions. Okay. So after 5 years, what will be Jacob's age? Jacob's present age is how much? 40. So after 5 years, 40 plus 5, that is 45. Jacob's son's age is 10. So after 5 years, 10 plus 5 is how much? 15. So 45 is equal to 3 into 15. Became or not? Did you understand, all of you? See, can I write 45 is equal to 3 into 15? Became, no? So that's why Jacob's age after 5 years is 3 times his son's age. And in the same way, before 5 years, what will be Jacob's age? 40 minus 5, that is 35. And before 5 years, his son's age will be 10 minus 5, that is 5. So before 5 years, Jacob's age will be 7 times his son's age. So 35 is equal to 7 into 5. Became now? Do you understand? So students, this was only for today. So note these things carefully and study very nicely. Okay. So take care of your health and study very nicely at home. Note these things very carefully in your classbook copy. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.